Yo, what's going on? Thank y'all for tuning in to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. As always, it's your boy Sean Dale, GQ Tuesday, and I got my main man with me, Sneaky Sam. Don't trust him because he always up to some shiesty trades. And speaking of trades, we just seen Bradley Beal get traded. Finally, always in the trade rumors. Bradley Beal was traded to the Phoenix Suns, giving them a three-headed blue-eyes white dragon. Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal. Man, what's going on? What you think of that? What's the ceiling?
Uh, Bradley Beal. I'm very happy he got out of Washington. First of all, I like Bradley Beal. Washington is just it's a good place. Good place to live. Organization wise, yeah, they're okay. But I'm glad that he finally has a chance to potentially win. We don't know what happens, but he has a chance of winning. The ceiling for the Suns is I I'm still gonna say they have to go to the conference finals. Win or lose, doesn't matter. But you have to at least go there. But their real ceiling is the finals. If you don't make these moves, especially with the new CBA, you have four. Even though DeAndre Ayton isn't a superstar, it's an all-star, he's still contract-wise a max player. So you have four max contract players. That means you can't get real good role players. So now you have those four and basically below average role players, unless the people they get off their bird rights. But you still have Kevin Durant, top 10, top 5, whatever you want to put him at. Devin Booker, top 10, top 15, whatever you want to put him at. Bradley Beal, top 20, whatever. You have three all-star caliber players, all NBA, whatever. You have to go to at least the Western Conference Finals to potentially maybe meet the Nuggets. Or you have to win. Because I feel like they have 3 years with this core. Because I think Kevin Durant, his contract is up in 3 years. So they need to they have to get it done. It's just that simple. You have to get it done because you don't have money. They're in cap hell. We have always said it. We said it off air. They're in cap hell, so they got to get it done.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the move. Honestly, I thought they should have just traded on Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, and built from there. But I get it though. Like you said, off pod, you go for the best available player. But it just feels like to me, it's going to be really, really hard building out a team to win with this. Like we just seen them in the playoffs. It was like, oh, if they would have had depth and a good bench, we would have seen some great things from them. And then they just went out and they said, forget what y'all talking about. We just gonna double down on it. And it's like I get it with the new CBA. They tried. This the last window for it. So for me, I would say that if they don't that even when if they win, I think they're just going to end up trading Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. One of the two is going to get traded for them to start up the rebuild because I think they don't have any picks. They don't have any space. They have nothing. So I don't think they keep Aiden. Maybe we see Aiden get moved, but tomorrow, I think tomorrow's the last day, right?
Tomorrow's the start of free agency.
Okay, so yeah, they got till I thought they had like till midnight on the 30th, right? Something like that.
That's when the new CBA kicks in on
Mm.
July 1st. So it's
Oh,
like technically we still in the old CBA. Technically,
yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I think maybe they pull it off and get Aiden out of there. If they don't get Aiden out of there, it's gonna be really, really hard. I guess they're gonna just pull a Miami if they can. I haven't seen any other team but Miami and the Spurs actually find unheard of players and make it work. So I don't know what they do. I don't like it. I think the ceiling for them, second round still. Second round. Yeah, I
did
don't
you
like
did you see that Kyrie Irving is going to take a meeting with them at the start of free agency? Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen, bro.
Katie not gonna happen.
It's not. And the thing is, the only thing I could think of that could potentially happen is if they do a sign and trade with DeAndre Ayton. Like that's the only thing because if you sign there as a free agent, you're not getting nothing. You're not getting no. He can forget about saying, "Oh, I want at least 5, 6, 7 million." No, it's not gonna happen with that team.
They can't sign Kyrie. I thought with the new CBA they couldn't even sign him.
I mean, he's a free agent. You can still sign him.
I thought because they're at the second hard apron, they can't sign.
But that's why I was like, the only thing I could think of is potentially sign and trade. That's the only thing I can really think of because, bro, like DeAndre Ayton is their only asset because, like you said, you have no first rounds. You don't even have second rounds. Their next pick is what in 20. I want
30,
to say 27,
30.
28, some around out there.
I thought it was in like 2030,
I,
like the
I
2030s, 2036 or 2032.
damn 2036, bro. That's 13 years.
I think it's like in 2030. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, that's 2036 is far. I'm gonna say 2030 to be safe. I'm gonna say 2030. It don't matter. That's still far away, bro. And we don't even know we don't even know who's gonna be there in 2030. That's somebody in freaking elementary school. So we don't even know. They're in cap. Like I just like that he got out of the situation. And then it was a not an article, but a report saying that um Pat Riley tried to get the owner of the Heat to like try to get the Bradley Beal deal, but because he told him like, if we get Bradley Beal, we're gonna be like in a second apron team. So you're gonna potentially have to be paying all these taxes, And he said, no, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that later down the line. Like he probably is like, hey, we can just if we can get to the finals with Jimmy, Bam, Tyler Hero wasn't there, and then some quality role players, we have a chance. And I think that's what the owner thinks. Maybe not Pat Riley, but the owner is thinking.
It says here the Suns won't have any first round picks in 4 the next 7 years and won't have any slated till 2029.
So 2030 then. Bro, they don't got nothing. No cap space, no picks, no assets.
Yeah,
They the only team I feel like really trying to roll with the super team.
yeah. I think that's the new owner. He going into a win now mode, and
He knows he has to win now because, bro, Kevin Durant isn't young no more. Kevin Durant isn't young. It doesn't matter if he does. I know we always say Kevin Durant, he doesn't use athleticism. That's not a part of his game. But at the end of the day, Kevin Durant is still old. Like he's NBA terms, he's still old, and he knows he only has 3 years with Kevin Durant, and we don't even know if Kevin Durant wants to play again after. We don't know if he wants to play like LeBron until 40 years old. I don't even think he's that type of player. So it's like you only have 3 years, really, with this core. I think they have to win. You have to win a ring. You have to make it far, or you're gonna look kind of dumb. I
think
don't like that they did it. I just like that Bradley Beal got out of a little situation with the Wizards.
Yeah, I think KD gonna be the type to have like a podcast and be on a TV show arguing with some other basketball guys. I heard the DC, the team is in talks to move into Virginia, which is
saw that too.
40 minutes because it's all a DMV. It's all DC, Maryland, Virginia. So I guess that's not really that far because it's a bus that connect all of them. It's 40 minutes away.
Kevin Durant is 34. He turns 35 in September. So he's not playing. I don't think he's playing after 38 years old. I just don't believe it.
He won't be around in 4 years. Not
so you only have 3 years with this core.
It's a thunderstorm out of nowhere.
But yeah, I think like I said, I just think it's, especially with the new CBA, I think it's just bad for the Suns. Like it's just bad for them.
I definitely not fan of it. So I mean, even with the Suns, what do you think about them sending Chris Paul off to DC, and then he goes to the Warriors, and Jordan Poole is sent to the Wizards?
Bro, I don't. Y'all, I know y'all all said I don't get the trade. I don't get the trade. I don't get the trade either. I don't get it. I don't get why they did it either. I was just like, when I was trying, you was like, hey man, why you think they did it? I just said I feel like they just wanted another ball handler that protects the ball, have a good second point guard off the bench. I mean, that's all I really could think of, because I don't know who trades a young guard, not even in his prime, for a 38-year-old point guard that gets injured every year. Like, who does that? Well, the Warriors just did it, but no one does that, bro.
You called it. It's just they want to take one. Oh shit! Is the power gonna blow out?
Bro, the power about to blow out. Wait, what?
Wait, let me turn the lights off right quick. Hold on. It's like getting real bad outside.
Hey, this man power about to go out, y'all.
Like, yo, it's like, yo, it's like really bad. Yeah, that got bad fast. Whoa.
But
That's
no,
why.
though.
Can you
I just
hear that?
think they
You hear
chose
that?
Draymond. You said what?
Can you hear that loud rumbling?
I don't hear nothing.
Oh, that's why I keep like looking back. I'm like, what the? I always got
No,
scared.
I don't hear nothing. But no, though, I think they chose Draymond over Jordan Poole. I think they really did.
Yeah, one last shot. I mean, I get it, because it kind of reminds me of that same situation you was talking about, like we was talking about with the Lakers, that you were saying and seeing this, like if you got him in these LeBron these last few years, you got to go for it. You got to try to win. Don't waste his time. If you got Curry, you got the. I feel like you got Curry for a little longer, but you don't got Clay and Draymond, so it's like if Curry in for going to try to win one more time with them, you got to go for it, and it's like they don't care. And it's like if Poole and Draymond don't get along, we won with Draymond. We didn't win with Poole. So it's like it's the same situation. They gotta go for it. They like the window for Draymond and Clay is closing. So if Steph in for it, they gotta go for it. I wouldn't even be surprised if Iguodala tried to come back and just sit on the bench the whole time.
The next Udonis Haslam. But
I think he really retired though.
man, but the thing is, Chris Paul, like, they didn't need, like, I'm not gonna say they don't need Chris Paul. They need a big. They need a big. I don't like Kevon Looney, he showed out in the first round, but it showed like when you need a good athletic big, he's not that, bro.
The same thing as last year.
He's
Same.
he's he's not that, bro. Kevon Looney is like he's the guy he's really like a bench big, but he has to start. That's him. Nothing against him. Good player, oh decent player, but they really need another big, and he's just not it. But and then they talking about some Chris Paul might start alongside Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, and it's like I want Chris Paul on the bench. If anything, if y'all go really roll with this, I want Chris Paul on the bench. Let him control whoever y'all get on the second unit. That's what y'all really need to do. Y'all need to fix that bench. I need Kaminga to play more. I need Moody to play more. I've been saying it for the past 2 years. Y'all need to play them. And Steve Kerr, once again, ain't playing them for some reason. Dante DiVincenzo, I don't think he returns. They just drafted that rookie. I'm not going to act like I watched him at Santa Clara, but I heard he's good. I heard he's decent.
It
So y'all
don't
need to fix y'all bench, though.
it don't mean nothing.
They need to fix their bench. But if I had to pick a ceiling for the Warriors right now, they second round bounce. They second round. Like they can fight. They'll beat whoever in the first round, depending on who the matchup is. Go to the second round and they'll lose. They're
They
not.
going
I don't think
in
they're
the first
championship.
round again. They're going seven in the first round again, and then losing six in the second.
Bro, Curry got at least probably 3, 4 more years, maybe 2, 3 more years of high level play. And they picked Draymond. They picked Draymond over Jordan Poole. And it's crazy because they just gave Jordan Poole that money. You literally just gave that man that money last summer. Last summer. You just gave it to me. You basically said, hey, this you got punch, but we roll with Draymond because they never suspended Draymond. They never did it, bro. They just said stay away from the team for a couple of while we still technically in the off season, even though it was during like the preseason and stuff. They like just stay away. And I know Jordan Poole, and I would feel some type of way because it's like y'all don't have my back. He just punched me, he just sucker punched me, and y'all chose him. But Mike and you said it. You was like Mike. You said whoever the new GM is, it's gonna be changes. He did. He changed it. He doing some changes. Mike Dunleavy doing some changes.
I just feel like they, instead of trying to do what they tried last year, they're trying to pull a page from the Spurs book, where we're gonna bring in some young cats and we're gonna keep our old group and we're gonna try to integrate them to win now and for them to transition and get run, and it didn't work out. So now it's like we're doubling down on our guys and our vets. And when they won that chip against who did they beat that year? I can't even remember who they played. The Warriors beat them. It wasn't that competitive. The Celtics. When they beat the Celtics, I was like, man, they'll never win again. They don't have a big. And I was like, I don't think they're about to make this run again in the playoffs without a big. And as we see, they didn't have a big and they still haven't gotten one now. So I don't think Steph And then they don't have offense. They still don't. I mean, it's really early. We never know what's gonna happen in free agency. But honestly, it was only Steph Curry that was doing something in the playoffs. They still don't have offense. They don't have an answer. And I get it, Draymond, the facilitator, the guy to get everybody going. They only have Wiggins and Steph. That's not going to be enough in the West. It's just not. And Clay, I don't know. Clay gonna be decent, but I don't know. It kind of feel like he's not. It feel like he just like plateau and slowly go down. Like he just wasn't that efficient in the playoffs.
Clay ain't old, but he play old.
Yeah.
He play old. He play like he doesn't play like the same, man. Them two back to back injuries, that ACL and them Achilles messed him up. And there's nothing against him. I think he had a better season last year than the year before that after he came back from the injury. But you still wasn't Klay Thompson. And maybe he comes back better this year. Who knows? We don't know. But
You know,
I'm just expecting Klay Thompson just to be at least above average.
I feel like because with Clay, God, Clay, he's really jacking up these shots. He really shooting them out the game. He ball hogging it. And I don't know if that's gonna stop because it looked like Steve Kerr let him shoot himself out of flunk. But with the young guys, as soon as they make a mistake, he worse than Greg Popovich. He get them out of there.
You say he should come off the bench.
Clay,
Yeah,
I think I did say that, but
he
shoot,
did say that.
he
I
can't come
remember
off
you
the bench
said that.
no more. He can't come off the bench now.
He
Because I
not.
think at the time we had like it was Poole and Wiggins still left, but now it's like he can't come off the bench.
No. Mm-mm. I don't think he comes back next year unless it's on a like lower deal.
Wiggins,
No, Klay Thompson.
you don't think he? Okay, so this year he coming back for this coming up season.
Next year.
Okay,
Like, I don't think he returns next year. Not this coming up year. This is last year of his deal. I think he getting paid close to 40.
okay.
Somewhere, or 30, high 30s, low 40s, somewhere around there. Don't know the numbers.
They
I don't
trying
think
to
he's worth that no more. He's not worth that.
they trying to do a sneaky refinance. They might pull a JJ Barrera, Mark Cuban when he gave him that money just for all them years he put in.
No. No. Warriors, they're second round. They're second round at most. That's it.
Yeah. So what do you think about these free agents right now? Who you think the best free agent out there, and where should they go?
So I'm gonna just say like the list, and we're just gonna say like what's the best fit for them. I'm gonna start with James Harden. I think he should return to Philly.
Houston.
That's your only chance of winning. I don't think he goes back to Houston. I have no clue why would he go back to Houston, especially after you just drafted Amin Thompson. You got Cam Whitmore, still one of the steals of the draft. Why would you go there? Stay in Philly with Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid. I'm not saying y'all go win. Not saying that, but yeah, that's your only team that you have a chance of winning, at least attempting to win a championship. So go back to Philly.
Houston, just because I want to see him down there playing for a team that they put him on, they signed him, gave him that money, came out, he went down there and he was the man. I want to see that 13, that Rocket, that R. I think Houston simply because like I'm tired of seeing like Philly like disappoint and just blow it in the second round. Honestly, let's just see Maxi just go to the next level. Get Tobias Harris out of that too, even though I know you probably can't because he's getting paid like 40 million a year. But I'd rather see Hard just go somewhere and just ball out and be just an NBA fantasy player. Like go. It's his turn to do Bradley Beal what he was doing in Washington back in Houston. Yeah, because Philly's that's just heartbreak city, man. It's heartbreak city for real.
I want to see James Harden at least to try to attempt to win. If you go to Houston, that means you basically said, I don't want to win. I'm fine with fighting for a play in, but at least there you do play with an MVP. You do play with a really good guard in Maxi. You have a chance. So I say go back to Philly. That's all I'll say. Next player, Kyrie Irving.
Stay with the Mavs.
Stay with the Mavericks, brother. That's the place you can get the most money. All this Suns, Houston Rockets BS. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe none of that. I You go to the Mavericks, You create this really good scoring dynamic duo with Luka Doncic. Y'all could, and if y'all can do right in free agency and potentially get some role players, y'all did get Rashad Holmes. I think they said he might start. I don't know. I'd rather have him than the White Power Max Cleaver. That's just my opinion. But y'all need to get some wing defenders for them. Y'all can at least be maybe a playoff team again if y'all do right. Just go back to the Mavericks, get the money, and let's see what happens.
They need to get Aiden, and that'll be decent.
Man, they got that one trade though. It was that Tim Hardaway, JaVale McGee, and Rashad Holmes for just Aiden, and the Suns said no. They said no.
They should have did that.
They definitely said no.
Who else you got?
Fred Van Fleet.
The Bulls.
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 Do they have cap space?
Yeah, because Vooch now he a free agent.
He just agreed to the deal
He did.
yesterday.
Oh man, I deactivated Instagram for a bit, so I'm out of the loop.
Three for 60.
That ain't bad. That ain't
That's
bad.
20 a year.
Yeah, that ain't bad for him. I mean, he is like a top 5 center in the league.
Yeah, they just re-signed Vucevic back, and I'm gonna get back on this topic though. I think Fred should just. I mean, I don't know. I think Fred at this point just go to where the money is. And the Rockets got the most cap space, and I've been seeing all these rumors talking about the Rockets are going to try to give him 2 years for $80 million. 2 years for $80 million. That's $40 a year. I roll with that. I feel like the Rockets just need some veterans, and I told JD I think the other day I was like I'd rather just spread all that cap room out to get some good role players instead of just going after just James Harden. I think the team would be better if you just spread it out. So I think Fred to the Rockets it's not bad. You only there for 2 years, get your money, help them potentially be good, probably fight for a play-in or at least be better than what they was last year. I think everybody wins. So I'm gonna just say the Rockets.
Man, you think Fred with John Wall, they wanted him to come off the bench, and he was a veteran. Now he couldn't get their heads right. Fred not coming off the bench.
He's not. No, Fred's gonna start, bro.
Okay, they wouldn't even do that to him.
Fred's gonna start, bro.
You think he got the personality to deal with them riff-raffs down there, them riff-raffs?
I think it depends on who else is there with him.
Yeah.
What type of other veterans? Because they don't have no talk. I mean, real talk. They have no veterans.
Pretty young.
Yeah, it's a really young team. So they really don't have no veterans.
I can also see Fred VanVleet. If he couldn't go to the Bulls, I mean, I think Fred fit in a lot of teams, honestly. With Malcolm Brogdon staying with the Celtics, he would have fit really good over there in Boston. Fred would fit good in LA too with the Lakers. Fred would fit good. Where else could he fit? It's a lot of places. It's a lot. I would have hoped to like to see him with the Bulls. I think that would have got them at least to the second round for sure.
Second?
It would have took Zach and DeMar to get them past that though.
I didn't think the Bulls though. I just been seeing I say Rockets or Raptors, Lakers. I feel like that's just a stretch. I didn't even name them, so I'm gonna just go with the Rockets. Get that money, bro. Chris Middleton, Milwaukee. Go back to Milwaukee.
Just keep going back.
Go back to Milwaukee. I know everybody was like, "Oh, he opted out of that $40-year deal."
It's a trade,
but I think he's just gonna sign lower. He's gonna sign less money for more years because I think they're trying to bring the group back. I think they're trying to bring the group back.
He would fit pretty damn good with the Kings, though.
I heard the Kings. I really have heard the Kings.
He would fit good over there. But I heard the Kings ain't got too many good looks, so they looking to bring Harrison Barnes back. So it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good, Sacktown.
Nah. I'm gonna just say, go back to the Bucks and collect your money. Yeah. Draymond Green. You know what's crazy? I've heard Kings. I've heard the Kings.
It does nothing for them though. They have Sabonis.
I have really heard the Kings, bro.
I seen him in the little Kings uniform on the YouTube thumbnail, but
Kings, I've heard, Dame wants him to go to the Blazers. That doesn't. I'm not gonna say it doesn't fit, but it don't move the needle. That's all I'm gonna say. Go back to the Warriors, bro. They already got rid of Poole for you. That's where you belong. You belong with the Warriors, with the Splash Bros. Stay there in your career there, so all three of y'all get y'all statues. We move on.
Hey, that'd be raw. All these statues all built in to each other. That'd be raw.
Yep. Brooke Lopez.
He could stay with the Bucks, but I could see him going to. Brook Lopez fit in a lot of places, honestly. Because the type of player he is, he could go to Atlanta, he could go to Portland, he could go to where else he go to? He could go to the Warriors too. He would fit great with
Trail actually, Trail mentioned that the last week. He said the Warriors. Yeah. I said that's actually a good fit, but they don't have cap room. They don't have no space. He has to take a minimum deal literally to go there, and I don't think that's gonna happen.
He would only do that for Milwaukee.
Yeah, I think he. I've heard the Rockets. I mean, the Rockets could give him some money, unless you just want a new situation. But if you want to compete for a championship every year, just go back to the Bucks, bro. I think, like I said, I think Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez goes back to the Bucks. I think, like, Brook Lopez had an amazing year. Like, this is one of his best years I've seen really in a minute. He's had good years, but this was a really good year. Mm-hmm. So I say go back to the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma. The Kings.
Yeah, I think he looking to steal all the money though. That might sell him up too much. They might not want to pay him as much as he wants.
I love him on the Kings. I feel like he's basically the way upgraded version of Harrison Barnes, bro. Like, he can rebound, handle the ball somewhat, can get to the hole, can shoot. Like, that's what I think that's what they really needed. And then another scorer to go along with that group of De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk coming off the bench, Sabonis, all of them. I think that fits. Now, if you want to go back to the Wizards, knowing you're going to be that guy, hey, go back there.
Pool party?
Hey, I don't know. I don't think he's going back, me personally. I don't think he's going back.
It was a rumor saying that he wanted to get to the Jazz, though. He wanted to go to Utah.
I can't see that now because you got John Collins now.
You ain't got John Collins.
So, no. I think that was maybe before.
Yeah.
But you got John Collins and Lauri Markkanen and all them now.
I mean, I think he the one, like, he was like before, like, all of these things, like, these trades happened, he was, like, probably the biggest free agent person, the free agent talent, because it wasn't really we weren't supposed to see Poole get traded, Beal get traded. We weren't supposed to see that. So I always kind of like, yeah, Kuzma's just going to go to the Kings. It's like I always been like, that's where he should go. Because we were like, yeah, the Rockets got the most cap space this free agency. But it was like, who really wants to go there, like, with everything that's going on? But then they got Ime. So I think it just makes sense that he could probably end up somewhere on the Rockets or Kings.
They actually said that. It was a report earlier saying that the Rockets are kind of like the front runners of getting him.
Yeah, I mean, they control free agent right now. They got all the money. They got the money.
And the thing is, you got to spend that money. So they're going to overpay somebody. Like, Fred, bro, let's be honest. I don't think Fred is worth $40+ million. But you kind of got to overpay. You do.
I think he's like right up underneath 24 or below. Somewhere in that 20 to 24. That's what I said he is.
I said he could command at least 30.
Who just got that? Somebody just got a deal that was like way more than that. Who just got that? Who just got that deal?
Who?
Dang, it just slipped my mind. I thought somebody was getting paid like. Oh no, I'm thinking of an old contract. I was thinking of Aiden, his contract. That's what it was.
I knew he was gonna command 30 because he had a $22 million player option. He declines that, and I was like, he's gonna probably command $30+ million, and the Rockets are gonna overpay for all these people. Like, you got to spend that money somehow, some way. So, but I like the Kings. I like them going to the Kings. I think that's what they need, especially after clearing all that cap space, like the Rashad Holmes and all them. You got money now. Say go after and get Kuzma. I don't like Kuzma on the Rockets only because I feel like you're stunning the growth. I feel like you're stunning the growth of all those young players. I can see if Kuzma was kind of like a LeBron type, get players involved, help them improve and all that, but that's not him. It's just not. That's not his game. So it's like you on that team with a Jalen Green needs the ball. Amen Thompson, he needs the ball, but kind of doesn't need the ball. Jabari Smith needs the ball, It just doesn't fit to me. It just doesn't fit. Now, if he goes there just for the money, hey, oh well. I don't like the fit. I'd rather him go to the Kings.
I like him with the Kings too, because when Kuz get the ball, he got one job. His job is one job with the ball. But I think even when you seen him playing with Beal and Porzingis, it kind of looked like sometimes like Porzingis was he was low key decent. He was low key
Bro, he was
decent.
good last year. He was really
Yeah.
good last year.
And so it kind of turned Cools into the third option at times, and it was like, dang, when Cools could cook, he good, but it was like it was a bunch of ISO 1-on-1 ball, and it's like Cools good at that. I don't want to see him having to play and pass to other people, but I know with the Kings, when they give it to him, he gonna be getting some good looks because he played really good next to a big like Porzingis. I couldn't imagine playing with a Sabonis, a willing passer, big, and then he's fast and he got a good wingspan with Fox. And they play fast too. I think Kuz he like that. So I mean, he gonna have a chip on his shoulder too.
And I think Kuz fits the timeline. He fits the timeline. If I had to choose between him or Draymond, I'm gonna pick Kuzma because he fits the timeline.
I don't think Kuz gonna do it because he's looking to be like a celebrity, a big star. Maybe he wants to.
He's still in California though. At the
Yeah,
end of the day, yeah, it's not LA. It's not the big market, but you are still in California. At the end
what
of
is
the
it
day.
like an hour 30 away?
I
Hour to two, maybe two, not even 2 hours on the plane, but like yeah. Cause Houston is a big popping city. He's still with his girl, Winnie. What's her name? Winnie Harlow.
yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
the girlfriend.
yeah, that's gonna play a factor too. Being in California, that might really mean. And he wants to be a celebrity, so yeah.
Russell Westbrook.
Uh,
Go back to the Clippers, bro.
didn't he give him? Didn't he say he giving him a hometown discount?
I didn't hear that. It's just the Clippers don't have cap space to give him like a lot of money. I think the most they can really give him is like 3 million. I think but Westbrook has made a lot of money in his career. Like he's I feel like he's good. If you want to stay home and not be the guy, but I mean, I'll just go back to the Clippers because when Paul George and Kawhi, they're gonna miss games. Like it's gonna happen. You're gonna be the guy,
You
or at
heard
least the
that
second
rumor?
guy,
You heard
huh?
the rumor that Paul George on the trading block?
No,
You ain't heard that?
no, I don't believe him. Honestly, I don't. I don't
You
think they're. I don't think they're giving him away.
I,
I
I
just don't see it.
I think they're gonna
I saw
listen.
that thing about the Knicks. I just don't think they're gonna do it though.
The Knicks said something about Paul George,
They was
or
trying to get him. The Knicks was trying. They said they talked about a trade for Paul George. I never thought that was gonna happen.
who
They
the fuck?
said because of his contract, because he can opt out, sign, and he gets hurt. And I said I don't see the point of trading for a guy that gets hurt all the time.
A West Coast. He grew up in California, so he's not leaving willingly. He'd have to be traded. He's not gonna opt out. But I do think they're gonna listen to it. I did say I think he's gonna get traded. But looking at it, I don't know if it's gonna happen. I think they're gonna take consider. I think if the offer's good, they do it. But if it's not like something that they really want, they're not doing it. Where do I think Westbrook should go? Running back with the Clippers? Yeah, he probably got to, honestly, because I don't see the point. I don't see the point of leaving home. They all, how I said, bro, all them West Coast artists, I said artists, all those West Coast hoopers, they don't like leaving Cali. They don't like leaving the West Coast. He gonna stay there. He don't care what the money is. He gonna do other things to get his money up.
I like Westbrook on the Clippers. I said it fit. He played really good there. Like I feel like just stay home, bro. That's all I can say. You made a lot of money in your career, but if you want to go somewhere, honestly, all the bad teams have the most money, and I don't see him going to a bad team. I don't see him. So just stay with the Clippers, be competitive, try to win a ring with the Clippers. If they stay healthy, they got a chance. Jeremy Grant, I think he's just gonna resign with the Blazers. Honestly, I think they're gonna listen to Dame and say, "I want Jeremy Grant. He was a good player last year. He was good. He's actually been pretty good the last. Actually, after he left the Nuggets, he's actually been pretty good. Honestly,
I
I
hope
think
it's
they
not.
resign him.
I hope it's not true that it said that they're moving forward with the rebuild around Dame. You seen that?
Yeah,
I really thought he'd been traded.
no,
I
I mean, I think he's still gonna be traded. I just said I think he gonna ask for it. That's what I said.
during the
And I think
season, during the season or the off season.
this offseason, I think he still might get traded though. But he said he's giving them time. He said he's gonna see what they can do. Bruh, we might have to talk after this. I got one more person.
I think Jeremy Grant. I can see Jeremy Grant going to the Kings too, though. I like
I
him.
heard that too. I heard that too. That's a good fit too. Like that's really a good
I
fit for
think it's
him.
sneaky. I think it's real sneaky.
I like him going to the Kings, bro. I really do. Like that. That's a real good fit. All right, last person, Dylan Brooks.
Oh,
I think
Dylan Brooks
I think he's going to the Rockets.
to the Rockets.
He said he wants to at least get 12 million a year. Rockets got cap space. You need a veteran. You need that toughness in there.
Oh, man, they replaced Dylan Brooks with Marcus Smart now. Dylan
Yeah,
Brooks got to
basically.
find a new home. It just doesn't sound right. Marcus Smart being traded from the Celtics. He's supposed to be a Celtics for life.
He was.
I mean, because he was one of the only surviving ones after they traded everybody off.
He's basically Draymond, just Celtics version, just not
Uh,
without the rings.
what the hell do I want to see Dylan Brooks? Dylan Brooks, honestly, I don't. I think all the slander that he got, he shouldn't have said things about LeBron. But if you didn't say that, he fits everywhere. He doesn't. It's like he shot bad. He played bad this season, but I don't think he's gonna keep regressing. I think he's gonna get better and play like be the good defender that he is. I think he can fit anywhere. Honestly, I would like to see him. He would be good if he go to the Suns or the Nets or even Philly.
They don't got cap space though. That's the thing.
He
I
could work
like.
in Miami too.
Yeah, Miami fits. I think he fits the Heat culture. They don't got cap space. I don't think they got a lot of cap space though. That's the thing. And I like the Mavericks too. I think he can replace what Dorian Finney-Smith did.
Yeah, he
3
can.
and D.
He can. He's better than Dorian Finney-Smith. Honestly, he's better. I'll take Dylan Brooks. I don't like all the things he brings off the court, but I
I
take
think
Dylan.
Dorian Finney-Smith might be a better defender.
Hmm.
I think he might be a better. I think offensive wise though, Dylan Brooks is better.
That's why I take Dylan Brooks. I was like, I'm still getting solid, good defense, and I'm getting better offense. That's why I'm taking him. Like Dorian Finney-Smith, man, I just be scared. I don't put him on my tickets for offense.
But yeah, I think Mavericks or the Rockets. Rockets got the most money. They might overpay for him. Go there. But I think if he goes there, he's coming off the bench though.
I heard the Bulls was trying to get him too because he's just a younger version of Pat Bev with that way better offense.
Where's he go play? He coming off the bench?
I said the Bears. Did I say the Bears? I'm at the
No.
Bulls.
I'm just saying, is he coming off the bench?
I
On the
don't know, but
Bulls?
what I seen it was like you know how the high beat it was like somebody photoshopped him in a Bulls jersey.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie.
The
It was
Photoshop
I was
crazy.
man. I ain't real quick. I was on the Spaces yesterday, man, and the Bulls when they signed Vucevic. Oh my god, bro, they was so upset. They was man. It was bad. It was bad, man. Some dude in that Spaces was crying on Twitter, bro, because they signed Vucevic. He was like, man, they just need to blow it up. They trying to run this back. He was so upset, man. He was crying. He was really crying, bro. It was very sad. And I was just like, I just kept laughing.
Pretty crazy.
But,
Them Bulls tickets do be high. They tickets be high for some reason.
but real quick on the Dame situation, I don't know. Dame reminds me of the person. It's like he says he's like, I'm not gonna go to this party, bro. I'm gonna just stay in the crib. And then when you see him, and then when you see the party on Snapchat or Instagram, you're like, damn, it's busting over here. I should have went. Bruh, you should have went to a good team. You have a chance to go. Go to one of these teams, bro. Go to Miami. Go to the Nets. I think those are really the only two spots he's going to go to, the Nets or the Heat. If you want to win, go to the Heat, bro. Like, if we're being honest, yeah, you're the best player, but you don't fit the timeline of all these young players. You don't fit the timeline. You're not gonna win with a school, with an Anthony Simons, with a Shane Sharp. They're all good players, but you're not gonna win with them. No offense. Or Jeremy Grant if you do resign him. You're not gonna win, bro. Just leave. We want to see you in the playoffs consistently. I don't remember the last time I think they win was like the year after the COVID year.
Mhm.
And he lost to Jokic with just him and Michael Porter Jr.
I rather see Dame get a ring before Bradley Beal.
Come on, bro. Like, let's be for real. At this point, I was tired. I didn't even want to talk about Dame, bro. I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing this man. All they do is say the same things. He going to Miami. He don't want to go nowhere. Dame, you're not gonna be the bad guy if you leave. You're not. You've been loyal to the Blazers. We all know you deserve a ring. This is not gonna be what I think. It was a video. It was a video on Twitter. It was that video when LeBron came back to Cleveland and they booed him like crazy. And somebody was like, "This is what Dame expects if he leaves Portland." He probably do expect that. Real talk. I truly believe that because there's no reason why you want to stay there. There's really no reason. You know they're not gonna win. Deep down, he knows that. Just leave, bro. Just leave so we can stop talking about you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. They ain't tripping. They ain't tripping, man. I get it though. He like Westbrook and OKC, man. Like he just don't want to let go.
At least Westbrook realized, bro, he wasn't gonna win. Westbrook realized, bro, after they traded Paul George, he's like, man, I ain't gonna win here. I love OKC, but I ain't gonna win nowhere here. Put me somewhere where I at least have a chance. And Dame keep talking about, I at least want the team to have a shot. What? Just so basically, what I've been saying, you just want to be competitive. That's really what it is.
We
The
seen
pro.
we seen Donovan Mitchell get traded before Dame. We seen Bradley Beal get traded before Dame. Like, how is that possible? We
Bro,
seen Ben Simmons traded before Dame.
even Ben Simmons asked for a trade out. Even he did it. You don't even want to do it, bro. The problem is, like, if Dame, we don't have a problem. If you stay with the Blazers, we don't have a problem with that. But just don't go in the off season when the playoffs. Like, man, it's competitive on the big stage. I wish I could be like, bro. You say this every year. If you're gonna stay in Portland, don't be saying that, bro. Just say this is a good finals and move on. Don't be sending out these little shots saying I wanna be on like this competitive team. Don't be doing that, bro. You need to go. Like you truly need to leave that team, bro. This is a toxic relationship. They both know they need to leave. It's just nobody don't want to leave each other. They love each other too much, but nobody don't want to go nowhere. Nobody wants to be the person to say this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. That's all it is, bro. It's, Jeremy Grant and Draymond Green. We know that's his dream scenario. What does that get you? What does Draymond and Jeremy Grant do? What does that really do? What that get you to the playoffs and the play-in?
First round bounce.
First round bounce. We don't want to see you've been a lot of first round bounce. We want to see you back when you was on the conference final stage when you was going up against the Warriors, even though you were selling in them games, some of them games, even though you were selling. It don't matter though. We want to see you on the big stage. We want to see you on the Heat. If you go to the Heat, I forgot who I said to. I said if the Heat get Dame, I'm putting them top 3 in the conference. I'm putting them top 3. They get Dame, they're top 3 in the conference. They passed Philly. I don't care who Philly get. They passed them. If they get Dame, they passed them.
Yeah, that's what I said too. I said they up there. It would be Bucks. I said it would be Buck, Philly, Heat. That's what I think. I think that'd be better than this. No, I said Celtics. It'll be Bucks, Heat, Celtics, then Philly.
They right there with the Celtics. If they get Dame, they right there with the Celtics. Depending on what happens with the Bucks, they up there with them. They better than Philly. I give them better than Philly, but you up there with them. You're top 3 if you get Dame. Just go to Miami, bro. We know you want to go there. It's okay. We're not gonna talk about you, bro. We're just gonna say thank God finally. I want Dame to leave, bro. I truly do.
Dame to leave.
I want him to leave, bro. I want Damian Lillard to leave. We want to see you win, bro. Damian Lillard, Bam, Jimmy. I ain't gonna say that's a super team, but that's 3 really good players.
Yeah, it's a good team.
It's a good team. It's a good team. It's a championship caliber team.
Well, by the next time we get on the pod though and do another episode, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a lot that happened in free agency.
I think a lot's gonna happen. I truly do. This may not be a star-studded free agency, but I think a lot of trades, especially we see all these teams making trades to get under the salary cap. We just saw John Collins get traded for Rudy Gay in a second round pick. Your thoughts on that, real quick?
Uh, Teams don't want him. They don't believe in him. The Hawks didn't utilize him right. They didn't like the production they seen from him. Now people are scarce of him. Then the contract was like he's not worth that if he can't do that. Was like he's supposed to be a high flyer, shots not off, not really this or that. Teams are scared of him, and the contract is even scarier.
They, like you said, I agree. They didn't utilize him right. He had that one really good year. He averaged like 21 and I think 8. After that, his production started going down and down, and then you added DeJounte Murray to it too, another person that takes the ball away from you. It's like y'all should have probably traded him a long time ago. Like he had that big contract. His trade value was low. It's like, bro, you have a big contract and you're not playing that well, and y'all expect to get all of this. It's like they probably had no choice. It was like, man, we just gotta get rid of him, bro. We just gotta get rid of him, get out of the second apron. But I heard they trying to make more moves. I think they're trying to. I think I heard that rumor they're trying to get a Siakam. They trying to get that. Siakam is way better than John Collins, but I still think that doesn't move the needle for them though.
Yeah, they get him a lot of offense. That'd be pretty decent. I don't know how that would work though, because Siakam the way he play, I could see it, but I don't know. I think Trey Young need to get his better. His 3 point shot wasn't that good this
It
season.
wasn't. It
It
wasn't.
was. I think when his 3 point shot is good, that helps him on the offense a lot more, especially with him being so undersized.
I think the Jazz go try to this year fight for another playing spot. I think they go roll with that three big lineup like they did in Cleveland. Marketing at the 3, John Collins at the 4, Kessler at the 5. I think they go try and then Jordan Clarkson picked up his player option today, so they got him back.
That's
You look
good.
at the Jazz and you be like, huh, they got some okay, they got some decent players over there. You look at the roster and it's not they don't got no weaklings.
Honestly, they chose not to go into the play-in or playoffs because
Yeah, I
they,
think they kind of did not to.
yeah,
But they was, but remember in the beginning of the year, they was good. They was beating teams, and we was like, man, how are they beating them? They beat the Celtics one time. They beat them at their crib. But yeah,
okay. And man, well, thank y'all boys for tuning in to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. As always, it's your boy GQ Tuesday, Sean Dale. We got Sneaky Sam right here. Make sure y'all tune in, like, subscribe, share, drop your comments and thoughts on all of this. All right. And like that, we gone.
all right.